Hey guys, today I'd like to talk about how does bruxism or chronic teeth grinding affect your relationships. And this is actually going to be an interesting one. This is because when we are engaging in a habit, it can be daydreaming, teeth grinding, something which we can control. Sometimes we just look at the habit in itself without looking at it holistically, like as if it's a part of a system. Like looking at it from another angle of like, if I don't stop this grinding, it will affect this. If I don't look for ways to manage this chronic habit, it will stop this. And one of the common areas where most of our habits which seem uncontrollable affect is relationship. So I'm going to talk about chronic teeth grinding and how it affects your relationship. First, let's talk about the logical aspect. The logical aspect of teeth grinding is, of course, you hurting your jaws and hurting your teeth. So of course, when you hurt your jaws and your teeth, it will really mean that when you are in a relationship, you will really have a hard time with intimacy because you are aching. So that is on the physical space, like when you are about to get physically intimate with your partner, of course, you are in a lot of pain in your jaws. So even things like touching or just cuddling can be hard for you. So and when there is no physical intimacy in your relationship, of course, it will lead to more relationship issues. That's on a logical level because you are hurting. The other aspect of, in terms of the logical level, is the sound you are making when you grind your teeth. So because you may find yourself grinding your teeth mostly at night, of course, if you are sleeping with someone, that other person will get to the point where they are annoyed with your teeth grinding. Yes, they may be a supportive partner, but sometimes they can't just help it. Because sometimes, let's say someone is tired from work and they just want to sleep peacefully, but you are grinding your teeth. So it may reach a point where they are like trying to avoid to even stay in the same bed with you because of the noise you are making, because they just want to sleep in separate rooms. So it will always create this distance because you have this habit, even if they are very understanding. As long as something affects even the physical piece, someone will always create that distance to protect themselves. Yeah. So when you are snoring, they'll always, and then of course they'll of course get frustrated sometimes. And then when they get frustrated, you get frustrated because you are unable to stop it. So that's just on the logical space. The sound you're making when you're grinding, and also the pain. The other aspect is, which is even much deeper, is your chronic teeth grinding is just a symptom, and it's mostly a symptom of unprocessed stress. And this unprocessed stress is also a symptom of something else. It can be a symptom of things you are holding on to. And some of the things you hold back to, even talking to some of the clients, is something like fear of expressing yourself. So your teeth grinding is just a physical or a visible manifestation. But now behind the scenes, you may be afraid of expressing yourself. And when you are in a relationship where you are afraid of expressing yourself, it will mean that, of course, that the relationship will not grow because you may end up entertaining a lot of bullshit from your partner because you are afraid of expressing yourself, because you believe that, let's say, if you express yourself, you'll be seen as selfish or you will hurt someone. So you just tend to take things in. So you were thinking that it was just the teeth grinding which is the problem, but behind that there's another problem, which is now probably the root cause of your grinding. So this inability to express yourself, for example, that's just an example, it's not for everyone, can of course it mean that you'll end up keeping a lot of anger and resentment. You'll end up bottling things deep inside, because when you can't express or allow, you bottle them. And when you bottle these things, it mostly manifests as anger and resentment. And you bottle these emotions in your, it can be in your jaws or just in some other part of your body or just in your mind. So when you bottle them in your jaws, it leads to teeth grinding as a way of your mind to release this tension in your jaws. So the root of it is leading to you being unable to grow in a relationship, or just to be in a point where you really feel okay in that relationship. Yeah. So most uncontrollable habits will affect your relationships both directly as a consequence of that habit, or also indirectly as a consequence of what is fueling this habit. That's why when you really look at overcoming your habit, do not just look at it from the perspective of like, oh, I just want to align my jaws. No. Look at it from the perspective of like, what is this habit really trying to tell me, or what is this habit trying to hide from me? You'll realize that it's just some old wounds, and that's where deep healing and deep transformation is. Not just stopping the teeth grinding or just aligning your jaws, seeing a dentist. No, going deeper and really understanding the mechanisms which are making this habit, so that you can grow holistically. So that imagine getting to the point where you're not grinding your teeth as much. You're doing, even when you grind, you are aware and you stop it. You are expressing yourself. Of course, it will mean that your relationship will improve. And if, when your relationship improves, you will meet different people. You may find a better relationship. You will grow as a person. Of course, the ultimate effect will be you just living a life of endless possibilities, just by looking at the habit from a deeper perspective, not from the perspective of like, I just want to stop this thing and then that's it. No, looking at what is this habit, like what are you really trying to avoid in life, which is causing your mind to pick this coping mechanism. Hope you found that informative, guys. Feel free to share your views, comments, and some of the areas in which, or some of the ways your relationships are being affected by chronic teeth grinding. Until next time, have a nice day.